I'm doing it.
Hi, I'm Reese Mitchell alongside Jake LaForce, and we're here for this highly anticipated matchup between the Tulsa McLain Lady Titans and the Heritage Hall Lady Chargers. Jake, this should be a fun one.
Yeah, for sure, and good to get back out here. You know, I'm sure the team was pretty disappointed after that heartbreaking loss last week, so it's good to finally get back out on the court and, you know, give yourself another opportunity to pick up a win.
Yeah, that was a down-to-the-wire game. You know, could have gone to either team, so we're looking to rebound here versus Tulsa McLain, and our Fuzzies feature player of the game is Macy Moore. Can you tell me a little bit about Macy?
Well, she's just another one of these guards that this team has produced with elite quickness, elite shooting ability, and you know they really depend on her to score the ball. She's been the team's leading scorer in 11 out of the 23 games this year, and you know you see that she's shooting 35% from behind the arc this year, which is a good mark, especially considering she shot 189 threes on the season, which you know is a lot, but they give her the green light because she's such a good shooter, and look for her to have a big game today.
Yeah, I thought another interesting point head coach Leslie Warner made before the game is that Macy's actually one of our best defenders as well, so she gets it done both sides of the court, and you know, to be an elite player in Oklahoma, you got to do that, and she's shown this year that she can do it on offense and defense, so really good job by Macy all year, and hopefully she can lead the Chargers to a victory today. So I think that's going to take us to commercial. We got a commercial. Yeah.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
The world's finest automobiles, featured at Oklahoma City's finest dealership, Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City. During the grand opening event, lease a new 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 SUV for $459 a month. Mercedes-Benz luxury in a new location. It's the grandest of openings.
Hi, I'm Todd Bondy, operating partner at Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City, and I'd like to personally invite you to the grand opening of our brand new state-of-the-art facility in Edmond off the Broadway Extension.
We're back here at Clinton Athletic Center. I'm Reese Mitchell alongside Jake LaForce, and we're going to go over the keys to the victory right here. The first one is cherish every possession, Jake.
Yeah, and that's really huge. You know, this team's had a little bit of troubles throughout the season with turnovers. A lot of that's due to, you know, Hannah Stanley hasn't been able to play in every game this year, and she's obviously the experienced leader of this team, the point guard, ball handler a lot of the time, and it'll be really big for her today to keep track of the ball, especially if they face some pressure, full court pressure especially, and look for her and Macy, kind of tag team this one, make sure the team has good control of the ball today.
Yeah, I mean, Tulsa McLain, I know at least their guys have the impression of pressing, when they play. I don't know if their girls will do it, but that's kind of a mark of their program sometimes. So if they do press, we're really going to have to be ready for that and, handle the ball well, because the whole reason you press is to force turnovers. So hopefully we can stay out of turnover issues if they do decide to press.
Yeah, and one more thing about that is, Avery Freeman, she's this team's leading rebounder and, I'd say the center of the team. But she's actually an underrated ball handler. Whenever this team has faced pressure throughout this year, she's come up in the front court and help the team out with ball handling at times when they've needed it. So look for her to also be a part of breaking some pressure today.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get ball handling from other people on the court other than your 2-point guards, then that's really going to help the Chargers out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the second key is defensive pressure.
Yeah, so I guess on the flip side of that is, one of the most important keys to any game that you can have, whether it's girls or guys, is always making sure you get up more shots than the other team, whether that's through forcing turnovers or getting offensive rebounds. And, the Chargers, they haven't played a lot of full court defense this year, but I'd say they've gotten a lot better at half court defense this year, and getting up in their players and forcing on ball and bad passes, just wreaking a lot of havoc generally. Forced turnovers.
Yeah, and McLain might be a weaker team, ball handling. So if we see that early on, defensive pressure will be big time because, like you said, on the flip side, we'll want to create turnovers so we can get out in transition and get easy scores.
Yeah, and maybe get some transition threes for Macy. That's kind of how she gets going sometimes early in games. She gets those early, maybe get an early layup and then an early wide open transition three, and then she's getting going, and you're set for the game after that.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get her hot early, it's a good game for the other team because she's tough to stop when she gets going. Then the last key is lots of touches is going to translate into scoring. So I think Coach Warner by that probably means spread the ball around a lot. Get all the players on the perimeter touches, and then look down low to Avery here and there, and get Macy her touches. So
yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, Macy's been this team's leading scorer in 11 out of 23 games, which in one way, you're really happy with that you have a consistent player who comes out and gives you a certain amount of points every single night. But also on the flip side of that, sometimes if she's going to have an off night, it just happens, and you got to be able to go to other players when that happens. And we've seen Hannah this season is averaging 13 points a game, and Avery's averaging nearly 8 points a game. So it's important for those two players to, contribute alongside Macy's scoring ability. And then every once in a while you also got to have, maybe a player who's not known for the scoring step up, like Audrey Brigham or maybe Kinsey Moore step up and give them, a solid 8 to 10 points every once in a while.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a key factor. And, we'll see how it pans out tonight. But I like our chances to be able to do that in this game.
Yeah, for sure, and they'll be playing with a little bit more intensity maybe than you usually see, just because of the loss last week, and obviously now every game they're going to be playing for the rest of the season is going to be elimination game. So you got to come out focused from the jump every single time, and because you're playing for your life,
Yeah.
And nobody wants to go home especially on their home court. So
yeah, I mean it should be a pretty easy pep talk for the girls, today, because all you have to tell them is, this could be your last game of the season, so you got to come out, harder than you have all year. And I think they're focused. They look focused in warm-ups. And,
yes, they do.
We should see a very, focused game from them all around.
Yeah, and also on that point, McLain is only 1-19 on the season. And, that's not to say to look past anybody, especially in an elimination game, but, this is also the type of game where if, you're able to get control of it, you can start working on some things, start preparing for Friday and Saturday and trying to make a run deeper into this tournament and into next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, this is also a game you really need to form good habits, if you can get under control in your offensive game, hit some shots, it's really going to help you if you're able to advance past this game, later on, because just just forming good habits on offense and defense is really going to help you later on. So, look for the Chargers to work on their habits and such, and get through their offense, get a lot of touches for everyone, and just go by the game plan.
Yeah, and as Coach Warner was saying, trying to spread the ball around. Also, if you have a game like this and you're able to let multiple people get in the scorebook and build their confidence a little bit, because there are times where people's shots aren't falling and you start losing confidence a little bit. And this is the type of game where you can get them a few easy buckets, get them up 8-10 points, and then they're feeling a little bit better about their game on either side of the ball. Really, heading into games later this weekend.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So we're getting near to tip off here. We're going to do starting 5, in about 3 minutes, and right now we're going to just go over some fun facts for this team. Macy Moore covers a lot of these fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
She's having an outstanding season. So the first one, she's number 1, number 2, and number 3 for top games with most threes in a game this season. So, can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, that's just obviously really impressive. 9 threes in a game is, almost unheard of in today's game. But they just have relied on her so heavily all season, and she's stepped up time and time again. And there's been times where the team has struggled scoring, and Macy's been the one that they've been able to depend on and go to every single game. You see, she's surpassed the 30-point mark twice this season, which is just incredibly impressive, especially for how they've struggled scoring. She doesn't have a ton of help every game. Hannah's been out a lot, and there are times when the team's struggling. That's just so important to have somebody like that you can go to every game, and she's just been tremendous all season.
The 30-point mark is a really impressive feat, especially when we have other girls capable on this team of scoring. For you to get 30, and how she does it so efficiently is really impressive. And then she has 66 three-pointers this year, which is the best ever as a Charger in the program. So, that's really impressive too.
Yeah, for sure. And you also see here. You also see here that you're talking about the scoring alongside Macy. You also see that Hannah Stanley is now the 5th all-time leading scorer in school history and only needs 12 today to surpass Abby Winchester for 4th at 1,156. So I would guess she's probably going to be able to make that happen today and just add another mark to her tremendous career. And she's been a huge part of this program ever since she stepped on campus as a freshman. She's a 4-year starter now. She started as a freshman on some really good teams, and she was kind of, even back then as a freshman, she was kind of the leader of the team, and that's really rare in today's game, to see a freshman, come onto campus, new student, new to the team, and as a freshman, she's able to be a vocal leader, a leader with her play, able to steadily control the team.
Yeah, she's really just, taken over the point guard realm ever since she got here. She's been key influence for this team all 4 years, Hannah has, and then, Macy doing the same for her only 2 years. So I think we're going to go to starting lineups here.
Oh, national anthem first.
Chargers. If you would please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. starters on the scoreboard, introducing the starting lineups. First for the Lady Titans, sophomore number 1, Malia Taylor. Senior number 3, Brianna Wright. Freshman number 10, Charmina Cherish. Sophomore number 12, Bridget Mason. And senior number 34, Ebony Carson. The head coach is Kashima Frierson. Now, for your Heritage Hall Soldiers, at guard, line 6, sophomore number 5, Izzy Moore. At forward, line 11, senior number 12, Izzy Moore. At forward, line 7, sophomore number 20, Lady Gray. At forward, line 6, senior number 23, Avery Freeman. And at the point, line 5, senior number 14, Hannah Stanley. Assistant to the head coach of the Nation Rebound, Matt Moore. The head coach is Leslie Hamlin.
So as you can see, our starters there. We'll go in more depth about our starters here. The Fields and Futures starting 5 should be up here. And just going down the line, Hannah Stanley, senior point guard. You already hit on her a little bit, but you have anything else to say?
No, just look for her, lead the team today, elimination game, maybe a little bit of nerves, hopefully not. And, if somebody's going to keep the team under control and, keep their emotions in check, then it's going to be her.
Yeah, and then Macy Moore at the 2 guards, point guard. They can both handle the ball. Lainey Gray as a forward, Avery Freeman, and then Kenzie Moore to round it out. So a very experienced Charter starting 5 here today, and hopefully they can get it done here on the court.
Yeah.
Tip-off's going to be won by Avery Freeman, and we're underway. Here's Hannah Stanley with the ball. Crossover left, pass to Kenzie Moore. Going to lose it out of bounds, but McLain touched it last, so Chargers will set up underneath.
Yeah, and, Coach Hamlin's not going to be happy with that start, talking about her keys to the game, keeping control of the ball immediately. But here we go with Macy, wide open 3.
Just off, and McLain's going to grab that rebound. That was a good look, though, for Macy.
Yeah, solid inbounds play there to get Macy a wide open 3 in the corner, get her going early in the game. She couldn't hit it, but, way to get those looks.
Yeah, there's an offensive rebound by McLain, but they're going to miss the shot, goes out of bounds, and Chargers will retake possession. Chargers setting up in their offense here. Looks like a little zone look from Tulsa McLain, so we'll see how we handle this.
Yeah, and zone can be hard to cover shooters on the perimeter, so see if Macy can get some more open looks, or maybe even Hannah to get a couple threes up here.
Yeah, there's a pass ahead. It's going to be stolen by Lainey Gray. Good job by Lainey. And then, like you said earlier, Avery Freeman able to bring the ball up. Here she goes. Stanley for 3, just off. It's going to fall out of bounds, and McLain will take it back. So good looks early for the Chargers, I'd say, but they're just not hitting them. But
yeah, for sure, and you can't shy away from those shots. They're wide open looks for very capable shooters, and you're going to have to make those throughout the game. And got to stay confident, keep shooting those.
And here's a little press look by the Chargers. It's broken by McLain, though, and pass inside, off on the layup. Going to be out of bounds, and McLain will take it underneath. So little press look from Heritage Hall there, and trying to create an early turnover, but McLain is able to break it. Here's a pass inside, and up for 2. So Tulsa McLain on the board first here at the MAC.
Yeah, and Chargers struggling to rebound a little bit early here, and kind of surprising to see. They have a bigger starting lineup for most competition that you see, but obviously struggling here with the rebound so far.
Yeah, we might be a little confused with the zone here early on, but we should be able to figure it out. The high to low passing, like we tried there, will be open all game. We just got to be a little more patient. So
yeah, execute your offenses. Got to be patient against zone defenses. You can't rush against those.
Here's Stanley for three. That's just me a little off. These are really good looks and ones that Hannah can definitely make. She's just a little off right now.
Yeah, and those will fall eventually.
Miss inside by McLain, but they grab another offensive rebound. And finally secured by Laney Gray. She's got Macy Moore ahead if she sees her. If she finds Hannah Stanley, that should be a layup.
There you go.
Yeah. Chargers on the board here, 2-2. Good start by the offense.
Yeah, finally get on the board, and they've had some good looks, and here's a steal.
And all the way for two with the left hand. That was a nice finish there by Avery Freeman.
Yeah, good job. And you see her versatility here up top of this press. You know, she's the team's leading rebounder, but also athletic enough to be able to wreak a lot of havoc here at the top of this press.
Yes. Here's another errant pass by McLain and another turnover. So good job by the defense so far, forcing the turnovers. And Avery's going to take it back up. Looking for a man. Passes to the corner, and Stanley. I thought there was a foul there, but she just lost it,
Yeah,
I guess.
Maybe trying to create a player, but you know, like we talked about, if you get open looks from the outside, it's going to create driving lanes, and good job there. Obviously didn't finish it, but those driving lanes creating looks for other people is going to be big.
Yeah, good hustle there by Hannah. She doesn't get it though. Here's a deep shot. That's going to be off. Good rebound by Kenzie Moore there, and she gets fouled. So great job by Kenzie. Good block out and way to finish the rebound and draw the foul.
Yeah, and that's one kind of why I was surprised to see them struggle a little bit here in the first few minutes with the boards. Because Kenzie, you see, averaging 5 rebounds. Avery averaging 8 rebounds. That's a solid deal on the glass. Good rebound there.
Yeah, we are usually a very good rebounding team. McLain has out-rebounded so far, but that should pick up later on. Great pass there, Hannah Stanley into the range she likes, and that's just going to fall out. Man, she's gotten unlucky on a couple shots so far. She's getting her good looks, but they're just not falling.
Yeah, like I said, those will fall eventually. She's a good enough player. Those will start going down.
Good defense here by Macy and the sisters up top. Brianna Wright draws that foul. She's a good player. She's a senior, 5'7" forward. She looks like one of the best players so far.
Yeah,
and,
we were noting in the Worlds, we thought she looked like maybe the most complete player so far. So drawing a foul there.
Oh, good shot there. That's Olivia Clark for three. She's a sophomore, 5'9" forward. That's a very good shot out there, so they're going to have to close out to her for sure.
Going to have to make those adjustments.
Yeah. That was a good foul drawn by Avery Freeman there. She was setting up for a jump shot, and bad closeout by the McLain defender. She's going to draw a foul there, so intelligent play by Avery.
Yeah, good job, you know, setting up the offense, getting a pass into the middle of the paint from the wing there, and, you know, drawing a foul. Whenever you get the ball into the paint like that, you're able to, you know, either create plays for others or get your own shot like that or draw a foul. And good job by the Chargers getting the ball in there. Yeah,
that's kind of like area on the court that Avery likes to get it as she sinks the first free throw. That's where she likes it, kind of the mid-post, high-post range, where she can do work. She can attack off the dribble or shoot the short jumper like she did there. So good job by Avery.
Yeah, she's really good at creating stuff for herself off the dribble, which, you know, like we mentioned with her size is, you know, tough for defenders to handle. And the Chargers, you know, this year they actually instituted a new type of scheme where they've used a lot late in the season where Avery will actually be on the ball handling, and then Macy will set a screen for her at the top of the key, you know, so she'll get the pop action, and then Avery will have a good driving lane, and that's been really successful. And Avery's ability to create off the dribble has definitely been a bigger part of their offense.
Yeah, it's kind of what we call a point forward. You know, she's a good rebounding forward, but she can also take it inside like we see here. Here's a kick out to Stanley. She'll try again. She's just a little off, but good job by Avery to corral it to go back up.
Good putback.
Great start by Avery Freeman here.
Yeah, she's really leading the team so far in just about every facet of the game, so it's good to see somebody else stepping up.
Steal by Stanley. She's going to look inside, and it just wasn't there, but Laney Gray's going to pick it back up, kick back out to Stanley, and they'll set the offense back up.
Good patience. Way to not rush anything, set everything back up, get yourself a good shot.
Yeah, inside to Macy. You usually don't see that, but and that just looked like a miscommunication there between the sisters, which you usually don't see.
Yeah, you know those two have good chemistry. Surprising to see them not on the same page there.
Yeah. So we'll set back up in this press that's been very successful so far. We'll see what Tulsa McLain does to combat it. Pass through the middle, number 12. And then we're going to drive to the hole. Oh, a spinning layup. Almost went down, but there's going to be a foul call into the basket. That's going to be on, looks like Kenzie Moore. Or no, that's going to be on Tulsa McLain. So we'll go back to Charger ball there. Good job by Kenzie.
And that's her second foul, so you're going to see her coming out of the game now. And you see only 3 players over there on the McLain bench, so if you can get their players in some foul trouble, it's obviously going to be a big part of the game.
Yeah, and our first sub for Tulsa McLain's number 32, Chardonnay Todd. So we'll see what she brings to the game. There's a shot by Avery Freeman, just a little short, and Tulsa McLain's going to grab that rebound. So, again, we're getting really good looks to start here. Just not all of them are falling, but they should start to fall, especially later in this game.
Yeah, just got to stay patient, stick with it.
Here's an offensive rebound by McLain. We've said a lot early, and then a good shot there by Olivia Clark. She's got a good form.
Yeah, this is her second made jumper of the game. Chargers obviously going to have to make a little adjustment there, start defending a little bit different because it's clear she's hitting her shots today.
Yeah, oh, great Euro step by Stanley. Just, again, a little bit off.
Yeah, and that was her patented Euro step there.
Yes.
Oh, and there's Macy. Good look.
Yep, there's Macy. What she does best, shooting the threes, and she'll rain that home. So Macy's on the board for the first time tonight, and I promise you it won't be the last time.
Yeah, and good job by Kinsey getting that offensive rebound and then getting the kick out. That's when you get the best looks is off of offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Oh, kick back out to Macy. Here she goes again.
Ah,
Almost.
Chargers will retain it, though. Good hustle there by Macy to follow up on her own shot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a really good look for Macy there as Sophia Marr's going to check in. That's the Chargers' first sub of the game. What can you tell me about her game?
Well, she's obviously pretty tall, lanky, and she averages 2.6 rebounds a game, and she's really effective down there on the block. I believe she had around 8 or 9 rebounds in a game earlier this season at the Duncan tournament.
Yeah.
So obviously she's another force on the glass that the Chargers can throw down there.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers put out a lot of girls that are really good on the boards, so she's just another one of them, and great rotation player here for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Going to pass it inside to Olivia Clark. She's had a good game so far. She's going to lose that one, though, and Sophia Marr already making an impact on the game, getting a steal. Hannah in the corner here, direct drive to the hole. That was a good move. And there she gets a foul. So Hannah, who really makes a living going to the line, is going to get to it for the first time today.
Yeah, and you see whenever a player's not hitting their shots early, something that can always get them going is getting a free throw. And, just seeing the ball go through the net, it can always be helpful, get your confidence and then get yourself going a little bit.
Yeah, that one's going to rattle home, and you're exactly right because, especially she's had a tough shooting night so far, but she's gotten really good looks, and like you said, if she can just, knock down some free throws here, it's really going to help her confidence on her other shots.
There you go.
She's going to check out real quick for instant offense off the bench. Sophia Salim, she's had a great couple weeks of basketball.
Yeah, she's almost played her way into the rotation. We saw, I believe, at OCS earlier this season, I think she had 8 points off the bench in that game, knocked down a couple of jumpers, and look for her to space out the defense a little bit.
Yeah, so Chargers will get back into their defense. Here's a jump shot. No, but Olivia Clark's on the glass, and she's fouled. You got to block her out. She's everywhere on offense.
Yeah, she's been killing them so far off the glass, on the line with their jump shot, and see her going to the line here. They're going to obviously have to put a little bit more attention to her on this side.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like, one of Tulsa McLain's best players, and so, you have to figure she's probably going to play most of the game, so we're going to have to watch out for her all game. She should get tired later on, but really good start by Olivia Clark here. She's going to rattle that free throw home.
Now got 6 of the team's 8 points.
Yeah, she can do it from outside and inside as we've seen so far, so we're going to have to check her for sure.
Yeah, and Avery Freeman's obviously had a really good start to this game, but if anybody's going to be able to, put an end to her effect on this game, it's Avery.
Yeah, that's for sure. Avery's a really good defender, so I have no doubt she can slow down even a player like Olivia Clark.
So
maybe the ref's timeout. I think there's some water or something on the court over there, so we're just going to clean that up real quick.
I'd say so far a good start for the Chargers. Obviously, they started off a little slow offensively, but you can take the lead here into the second quarter, give yourself a little bit of momentum, maybe get one more basket to extend this out to a 6 or 7 point lead. Going to the next quarter, it'd be a be a really good start. I'd say Coach Hamlin would have to be pleased with it.
Yeah, I mean, any quarter you're winning, you know, is a successful quarter. So if the Chargers can maybe get a bucket here on this possession, they can start to, you know, get the lead bigger and grow it into the second quarter. They were looking for Macy Moore corner 3 there, but it was defended well by McLain, so we'll set the offense back up.
Yeah, and they ran that play earlier in the game, and Macy had that wide open 3, and McLain defended a little bit better there.
Oh, great pass by Laney Gray, and that's a foul. Great job by Laney reading off the defense. I originally thought she was going to give it to Sophia Moore down low, but she totally looked her off and threw it inside, and Avery Freeman will go back to the line where she's been very successful so far.
Yeah, and Laney actually, you know, I'd actually call her an underrated passer. We saw last week in that loss to Bristow with 2 seconds left in the game, us inbounding the ball from the sideline, and she got the ball to Hannah Stanley in a really tough pass under the basket, and it was just really impressive pass under pressure, giving Hannah a really great feed there at the end of that game. Obviously, you know, didn't work out. I thought Hannah got fouled on that shot there at the end of that game, but
yeah.
You know, all you can do is put yourself in a good position like the Chargers did.
So last second half-court heave here, and it was a pretty good attempt, but it's not going to fall. So Heritage Hall is going to head to the second quarter with a 14-9 lead, and that's going to take us to commercial.
It's truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. That means you can trade the keys to your old truck for the keys to a new F-150, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. You can do that? Yes, you can. Joe outsells other Ford dealers by 2 to 1 because he always has the lowest prices. And in fact, Joe guarantees to beat any other Ford dealer's price by at least $500, or he'll give you $10,000 cash. And with 3 locations, Joe has 3 times the selection to choose from. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
So we're back here at the MAC for this anticipated matchup between the Heritage Hall Lady Chargers and Tulsa McLain Titans. Jake, it was a pretty entertaining first quarter. What do you expect in the second quarter?
Well, the Chargers are going to have to bear down a little bit more defensively, or especially on the glass here. The Titans were really pounding the glass hard, getting a lot of shots up, and obviously that was in Coach Hamlin's keys to the game. Make sure we get more shots up than the other team, and haven't done that so far, but they have the lead, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, it looks like the Chargers are out in a 2-3 look here, so they do play this 2-3 very well, so we'll see if McLain can do anything against it. And here's a Macy Moore steal. She's going to try to take it all the way here. Actually, she'll dribble back out as the bigger defender was on her. Yeah, she'll set it back up.
Good job by the Titans to get back on defense, cut that off.
Sophia's going to drive in the middle, but kick it back out. Macy's going to try another 3, just off the mark. Good rebound by Tulsa McLain. So see if Chargers get back in this 2-3 look. I would assume they do.
Looks like they're matched up now.
Looks like they're man. So.
Just came out in that one possession, but it got the steal.
Yeah, it was a good switch up for sure. That's going to be a foul on Laney Gray as we'll get some action over here. Ball rolled over, and
good job there.
We're just preparing for tonight, I guess. So Olivia Clark will inbound for the Titans, and here's an open shot from mid-range. That's just off. Laney Gray's going to travel with it. That was kind of a tough spot for her. She got the rebound and didn't see Olivia Clark right behind her, and just stepped right into her. So that's unfortunate there.
Yeah, and Chargers went back in 2-3 on that inbound there and gave up the open look. Better defensively, but here's the 3.
That's off the backboard and misses, and the Titans will definitely throw up those 3s. They haven't all fell, but that's going to be on the floor foul. That was a good attack there by Brianna Wright. Again, we said she's a very talented senior forward.
Yeah, and the top 2 guys on those 2-3, it's really important that they're cutting off all drives from the top there, not letting the offensive player get right through them into the middle there.
Yeah, there's Olivia Clark for 3. That's just off the mark. And another rebound by Laney Gray. She's stacking up a really good statistical game. And Macy Moore to the hole with the right hand, and she finishes.
There we go. Way to get out in transition. Give yourself an easy look.
Macy Moore's ran very well this game, and her teammates are finding her, so good job to get out in transition early. Comes Brianna Wright. She's going to dribble through a trap and lose it, and good steal by Sophia, so here she goes. Pass over to Macy. She's going to step back and set it back up. Avery at the mid post, going to drive all the way. Thought she got fouled, but she's going to lose it, and McLain recovers.
Got to get back on defense here, get all matched up.
Here's a pull-up shot, number 1. That's Malia Taylor. She's a sophomore guard. She's a small girl, but she's very quick, so she's going to use that to her advantage all night.
Yeah, and she's got the bank is open right there.
Yeah. Sophia Marr on the baseline, pass to Laney Gray. She doesn't want to shoot it from out there.
Yeah, she doesn't take a lot of shots out there. She's more of a player right there, getting
That's
into
a great pass,
there you
though.
go.
I mean, she's a very skilled passer, as we can see.
Yeah, and she did a good job attacking, taking up the slack there in the zone, making the defenders come towards her, and then open up the passing lane there for Avery.
Yeah, and Avery continues just to feast on the defense. And this is going to be another steal. I mean, turnovers galore to start. They're right back at it, so got to take better advantage of our transition opportunities. And Macy's going to get it right back. This looks like the Duke UNC game last night.
Yeah, seriously, turnovers all over the place there yesterday.
It's like last night. Every time Duke would get a steal, North Carolina would just come behind their back and take it right back.
Kind of like that game yesterday, too. Both teams struggling from the outside, but I'm sure Macy and Hannah and even Sophia, if she gets a couple up, they're going to start going down sometime.
Yeah, I mean, they're all confident offensive players, and, like we said, all they need to see is the ball go through once, and, they usually automatically get hot. So if Hannah can just, maybe start with a few easies here, a few layups, floaters, she can get her outside game going, too.
Yeah, and you obviously, we're not worried about Macy lacking confidence even after a couple missed shots, and there it is again.
She's just a little off right now, her and Hannah from deep. But great pass by Laney. And Sophia Marr almost makes that little floater there. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, tough for him out.
Yeah, tough for him out for sure. But, again, Laney Gray's making some great passes out here. Very impressive from her. So Carl Albert's going to swing it over. And it's looking like a steal from Laney Gray here. See if she can take it all the way. And she can't finish.
Good defense there for the Titans to get back.
Thought Hannah got fouled there again. But this game's a little out of control here. I think someone would consider a timeout.
There we go. There,
yeah, there's a timeout. I mean, this game was just getting,
it got a little out of hand there. Good timeout there by the Titans coach to get things back under control.
Yeah, so do you like what you're seeing from the Chargers here? Obviously, they're getting good shots, on offense. They're just not falling right now. Yeah,
and we know this team's really scrappy. They like to force the turnovers, and obviously they're not keeping as good control of the ball as they'd probably like to, but they got the 7-point lead, only giving up 11 points to this point, so they got to be happy with that.
Yeah, and we'll take this time to thank some of our sponsors here. Thank you to Quail Creek Bank for supporting us again this year. It's your connection to better banking. www.quailcreek.bank, member FDIC. And then we'll thank Venue Catering also for their continued support. They take amazing care of our students every day at lunch and serve the state's best gourmet concessions. So big shout out to Venue Catering there. I definitely like to get a snack at break here and there. So,
I know me and you's favorite tradition is get those cookies. So.
Yes, that's for sure. They make some great cookies, so I check them out, all through the school day. So thank you to both our sponsors there. So Chargers are going to head out onto the court here. They hold a 7-point lead, and we've said they've played pretty good, just not capitalizing on all their shots, but they should start to fall later, and they're playing pretty good on pretty good defense on Tulsa McLain here, other than giving up a couple threes to Olivia Clark.
Yeah, and that even though that timeout was taken by McLain, I'm sure the Chargers could use that. Get themselves back into sorts. They're starting to lose a little bit too.
That looks like a reach-in foul on Hannah Stanley. She hasn't had the kindest official towards her this game yet.
Yeah, seriously.
But she'll fight through it. She's a strong-willed player, so I have no doubt she'll pick it up.
Yeah. Watch that corner three.
Yeah, Laney's got to get out there.
Good closeout. Good closeout there and force air ball.
Yeah, forced an air ball. So Macy's going to look deep for Hannah. They connect.
That was a good outlet pass by Macy.
Yeah.
She did that one earlier in the game and got a bucket.
Hannah, wide open shot, and that's not going to fall. She's right there. She's is a little short on her shots right now, but that could be due to fatigue because she's really hustled well so far this game, you know, and defense takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, for sure.
So Chargers will inbound it and swing it around to Sophia Marr, down to Lainey Gray. Great inside pass
There you
to
go.
Avery Freeman. I mean, she really uses both hands effectively.
Yeah, for sure, and she's now got 11 on the day, 11 out of 20, so she's really providing an unexpected, not necessarily unexpected, but maybe a little bit more than you would have guessed to this point.
I mean, I think she's the team's third leading scorer, so you don't always expect her, you know, to have the most points through the second quarter, but she's played a great game, and she's just getting layups.
Good help defense there, too.
Yeah, that was good defense. That looks like a travel. There you go. So, you know, good defense to swell up on the post inside, and Chargers will get it right back. I mean, big key to this game so far has been the turnovers for sure. Yeah,
and one thing that makes that 2-3 so effective is the length that we can always have on that bottom row. You know, on the bottom three there, you know, Sophia and Avery and Lainey are all long defenders. And there you go, Hannah.
Yeah, there's Hannah. Hannah for three. That's a great shot there, and that should get her going on offense. And she's been looking to find her shot all game, and there it is.
Yeah, good to see that.
This is a pretty good job by McLain to break the press, but then she's going to throw it away. It's either initially they're doing pretty good breaking it, but then they're kind of freaking out and throwing it over the top, and that's going to result in a turnover most of the time.
Yeah, and one thing that people don't talk about with these presses is that it's only half the battle to actually get across half court. One of the most, or you know, just as important as getting across is regaining your composure after you break it, and you know, getting yourself back into another set.
And here's Hannah again. They call her the flamethrower for a reason.
Flamethrower, yeah, there you go. That's two in a row there.
Great shot by Hannah, and she can really get going, and it looks like that's what's happening right now. And here's another over-the-top pass. Great hustle by Lainey Gray to get on the floor, and Avery Freeman's going to corral it here for the Chargers. Look for Hannah maybe to get another shot. They're going to swing it around Lainey Gray. She'll dribble in. Great pass again, and back out. That's stolen, and Brianna Wright's going to take this and just miss it. Great defense to get back. Great job.
Good hustle from Macy there to contest that.
Yeah, that's a big miss because, you know, when you get transition points, that can really get an offense going for sure, especially if you can get out in transition. It only helps your half-court game, so that was a good job by Macy to get back.
Yeah, got to avoid giving up those garbage points like that.
Yeah. Here's Hannah again. She's looking for a shot for sure after she made the last two. Then Avery to the mid-post, going to kick out to Macy. Got it. Cha-ching. Chargers for three. Again, that's 3 straight threes, and like we said, these girls can fill it up from distance.
Yeah, Hannah and Macy, those two are so dangerous from outside.
And that's another turnover. I mean, this press is just wreaking havoc. Great job by Coach Leslie Warner to put this team in the press.
Yeah, great game plan there.
It's really been the difference in the game.
It has. That's biggest contributor to the lead so far, only holding them to 11 points.
Need to swing to Lainey Gray. She's going to take it to the hole. Great shot. I mean, that just shows how versatile she is on offense. She doesn't love to shoot it outside, but direct drives are still, you know, really important. And
good job from Sophia
another
there.
steal. Yeah. We're going to swing it over to Hannah. Another shot. They're going to call travel on that. Yeah, I think she knows she did that one, but that's all right. Great activity by the Chargers there on offense and defense.
Yeah, they're really getting it going now.
And getting back to Lainey, I mean, those direct drives will just be open when she catches on the wing, and she did it great on the last possession, getting all the way to the hole for a layup. There she's going to get another steal, and this should be a layup for Avery. She puts it in. I mean, she's a great finisher down low. And this game's starting to get away from Tulsa McLain.
Yeah, they needed to get a couple buckets here if they want to keep this one close heading into half.
Yeah. They're going to lose it, but regain it. Olivia Clark gets it. I'm surprised she won't shoot that. She was open. Brianna Wright's going to take it, and that's just off the mark. Good box out by Hannah.
Yeah, good job there.
And here she goes. She's going to take it to the left wing and see if they can get some transition here. No, they'll just set it back up.
Maybe take the last shot here.
Maybe. Yeah, a lot of pressure there by McLain, but that was a good take, just off the mark. And Brianna Wright's going to corral it for McLain, so we'll see what they can do on offense here. Pass to Olivia Clark. That's her shot right there. Just rims out.
Yeah, that was a good shot by her. That, you know, it's kind of unlucky whenever you get shots like that rattle all the way around the rim and out.
Yeah, it's going to stay here with McLain, and this should be our last possession of the half.
Good job by Lainey.
Yeah, I mean, Laney's just everywhere on offense and defense,
Yeah,
as we said.
she's been really good on this side. She's been everywhere. I would imagine she's already up to at least 3 or 4 steals.
Yeah, and just deflecting the ball is a big thing as the pass out to Brianna Wright here.
I
don't think she sees the clock. Uh-oh, did they get it off? Not sure if they got it off, but it's no good anyways. So Chargers will enter the half with a 33-11 lead. Jake, they really picked it up in that last 5-minute stretch of the second quarter.
Yeah, they really got it going. We saw that press really starting to have the effect we thought it would on the game, forcing a turnover nearly every time. And even when they didn't necessarily get a turnover, it would force McLain into rushed bad shot, and then maybe a long rebound or a good outlet pass allows you to get the ball up the court just like it was a turnover.
Yeah, so very entertaining half here at the MAC, and we're going to take this to commercial, and we'll be back to recap the first half. So we're back here at McLennan Athletic Center, and like we said earlier, the Chargers hold a 33-11 lead over the Tulsa McLean Titans. Jake, it was a really entertaining first half, and I think we can both agree that the difference in the first half was the turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. And as you mentioned right before we went to break, whenever you have such a effective press like that, you're forcing turnovers, you're getting them rushed, and you're getting back on transition offense, not allowing McLean to set up in that zone offense. Keeping them out of it, getting your layups, getting your transition threes is really important. That's the biggest reason the Chargers have really dominated the score to this point.
Yeah, it looked like they were really rushing the game of Tulsa McLean. Even when they would break the press, they were kind of rushed on offense, and they really didn't have time, like you said, to get into their zone motion offense and move it around. They were just, kind of out of sync, and I think the press has a lot to do with that for sure. So, I thought a big stretch in the second quarter was also when Hannah Stanley hit back-to-back threes. That really started to separate the lead for the Chargers.
Yeah, it really got the ball rolling offensively, and the Chargers have been really good on defense all game. I believe they held McLean scoreless in that second quarter there at 11. But yeah, on offense, it was a little bit of a struggle in the first quarter, and then those Hannah threes, and then I believe Macy got another 3 after that.
Yeah. So
the Chargers won that quarter 15-0, and 33 points. 33 points at halftime is a good number. It's on track for around 66, somewhere around 70 there, especially if you keep your offense rolling. That's definitely a good number.
I mean, a lot of good performances across the board for the Chargers, and I think we've got a pretty glaring player of the game candidate, potential candidate so far, and that's Avery Freeman. She's really done everything for the Chargers on offense, and she's also forced 3 or 4 steals on defense.
Yeah, she's been really, really good. And, the Chargers are struggling a little bit on the glass right there at the beginning of the game. Olivia Clark for the Titans was getting a lot of rebounds, but Avery really stepped up. She started playing a little bit tougher, getting a lot more offensive rebounds. And also, you mentioned the player of the game, Lainey Gray has also been really good in this game.
She's been fantastic, yeah.
Especially on the defensive end. And, I know we don't give post-game defensive player of the game awards here, but, if we could, I'd definitely give it to her right now.
Yeah, she's been great on defense, and nowadays everyone just wants to talk about offense, talk about three-pointers and all that, but the people that really grind it out on defense, are really important to teams. And, as we see in basketball at every level, NBA, college, women's college basketball, and high school, defense is super important, and Laney Gray's just showing that.
Yeah, and she's I just really like the way she plays because she's so gritty and she's so tough on that defensive end. You see her diving on the floor. You know, she's not afraid of contact, getting, you know, tough box outs for good rebounds, and I just really like the way she plays. You know, and like you talked about, at every level, no matter where you go, the NBA, WNBA, every level, there's always players that you need on your team that will be that player who will get on the floor, get loose balls, get steals on defense, take charges, and you know, she's really filling that role to perfection right now for the Chargers.
Yeah, she does, and if they can get even more out of that from her in the second half, I think the Chargers are just looking up in this game. So, you know, they'll try to keep the lead going. I'd expect them to keep the press on for most of the third quarter, and if this game starts to get out of hand, they you know, might get out of it, but the press really has been the difference.
Yeah, it has, and you know, one thing, if they keep extending this lead, you know, you can start getting some other players in there. That'd be really cool for them, you know, because, you know, obviously since this is an elimination game and every game they play from here on out's an elimination game, you want to get, you know, your players in there, you want to give them some playoff experience, and it'd definitely be really cool if the Chargers could extend this one out to be able to get all the players in here today.
Yeah, I mean, it's priceless, you know, getting in the game, especially in a playoff game. That's such a cool experience, and I'm sure every, you know, Charger on the bench would love to get into this one, especially if it continues to get out of hand. So, you know, hopefully we get to see that, and that would definitely lead to a Charger victory. So,
and one other thing we haven't really hit on much today is the fact that senior starter Audrey Brigham is out today, and she was out last week in their close loss, and you know, the Chargers have done a really good job, you know, looking past that, you know, not using that as an excuse, and other players really stepping up, like Laney usually comes off the bench, but she's getting the start here today in place for Audrey, and the Chargers have just done a really good job of filling that role. You know, Audrey's really known especially for her skills on defense and kind of on the glass too, and she kind of plays that role that Laney does a little bit. She's a tough player, you know, she's not exactly a sharpshooter. She doesn't take a lot of shots from the outside, but she plays her role really well, and the Chargers have done a great job of filling in for her today.
Yeah, I mean, she's a really key player, and we both know anytime a team loses a starter, it's really tough to respond, you know.
Yeah,
especially a player of, you know, Audrey's magnitude. She's a really important player to this team, and as we understand, she's suffering from a concussion right now, so we hope she can get back, especially for rounds later on. We're really going to need her defense and stuff, so as she was motioned over to us,
she's like giving us a wave.
She's giving us a wave, so hopefully we can get Audrey back soon. You know, she's really important to this team. But
yeah, and it's good to see her suited up and warming up today. She wasn't even in uniform in last week's game, so it's good to see her definitely making progress. I wonder, you know, if maybe this game was a little bit closer, maybe her availability would have been tested today, but it's good to see her making progress.
Yeah, if she's warming up, that means, you know, she's getting closer to recovery, a full recovery. So, you know, hopefully we can see her later on. And but like you said, we've really our Laney Gray has really stepped up as a starter today, and you know, she's also a candidate for player of the game. So she keeps it up on defense and offense. It's going to be hard to argue against her in this one.
Yeah, and Laney's done a great job. The term I used to describe Audrey, her play style is, I guess, a glue player. You know, she just connects the team with her leadership, her chemistry. She always knows what she's doing on defense, and she's always out there, you know, getting the team in sets offensively, and Laney's done a really good job of kind of filling in that spot today.
Yeah, she has done a good job, and like you said, even though Laney doesn't love to shoot it from the outside, her direct drives to the hole are really important, and she had a really key layup down the stretch of that second quarter that got the offense going.
Yeah,
so,
she's done a great job off of those direct drives. I think she's found Avery Freeman for 2 layups under the basket, so she's, you know, making good drives, but then also creating for other players.
Yeah, so we're going to put it back into play here for the second half. Chargers again with a 33-11 lead, and looks like Tulsa McLain is back in that zone, so we'll see if Avery Freeman can put more work in the middle. Here's a driving shot by Macy Moore. That's just a little off, and rebound taken in by McLain, and they want to push early.
Yeah, good defensive possession there from McLain. They were really struggling there on defense late in that half, so good job by them to get their defense back in order, give it a solid stop.
It's a good entry pass, and that's another good pass by Olivia Clark. That looks like a double dribble, and it is. So another turnover from McLain, and that's just really killing them so far.
Yeah, good job by, I believe that was Avery Freeman to wall up there and not let McLain there get the spin or make a move on her. Good job to wall up.
Yeah. So we're going to go inside to Avery, and that's a travel. She just left a little bit too early.
She saw that wide open lane to the bucket and maybe got a little too excited there.
Definitely. So she'll make up for that one. She's had a great game, and she has a smile on her face. So she's staying with good morale. So we continue with the press, and Laney another steal. Kick out to Hannah. Here's the flamethrower.
Hey,
got it.
There we go.
Hannah Stanley another three, and she's really caught fire since the mid-second quarter. So Hannah putting the team on her back, and looks like McLain just inbounded it.
That's what
I've
I
never
thought
seen
too.
that before.
But he gave it back to her. I don't know what that was about.
That was an odd exchange there, but McLain will set back up, and Hannah's going to
Hannah.
get another steal. She should get a layup out of this.
There you go.
And she does. Hannah really putting the team on her back.
Going back to that three just before this, that was off the transition steal three, and the best times to get wide open threes is off steals and off of offensive rebounds, and great job there by Laney to find the open shooter.
And there's McLain's first points in a long time. They haven't scored for over a quarter, so it's a good sight for them to get on the board. And this ref's all over the travels over here, but we're going to turn it back over to Tulsa McLain, and this is not that it's much momentum, but this is about the most momentum they've had in a while.
Yeah,
after they haven't scored in a long time.
Most since they've had it since the first quarter for sure.
Good pass by Wright there, but it's going to be fumbled down low, and she'll get it back. That's going to be out of bounds. Olivia Clark, good hustle over there, but not close enough. So Chargers will take it back and try to get back on the board.
Now, obviously, we don't have a turnover tracker right now, but if I had to guess, I would guess McLain's already pushing.
Oh, my gosh, another travel.
I mean,
that's one of those NBA travels you see, and it's like, that's probably a travel, but are you really going to call that?
Yeah.
So certain refs call it different ways, so we've just got to adjust to how the officials are calling this.
Another turnover, and
They go to the corner, and Laney Gray gets the steal, of course. She's been all over that.
There you go.
Hesitation by Hannah to the hole. Looks like she got fouled, but she didn't. Avery got it back and missed the shot, and now they're going to call a loose ball foul. So Chargers need to back up a little bit because these officials are all over everything we're doing.
Really tightened down this quarter. But going back to what I was saying is obviously we don't have an official count on the turnovers right now, but if I had to guess, they're already pushing 20 or maybe even over. So great job by the Chargers here.
I mean, 20. When you get to 15 or 20 turnovers, that's a recipe for disaster for sure.
Yeah, I mean, in a game, not even just for and a half, but 15 turnovers in a game is obviously not ideal, but here already in just barely over a half.
Yeah, and that's going to be another travel, so that's about 4 travels called to start this quarter. So, I mean, interesting officiating here, but
yeah, I mean, I'm more of a fan to let the players play, but if that's how they're calling it, then the players got to adjust.
Yeah, you just got to adjust. Chargers will set it back up. Hannah's looking for 3. No, and she's going to dish it inside, but it's tipped away, and McLain takes it. So good in-between dribble by Brianna Wright, and she'll draw the foul. So a lot of calls early here and a lot of turnovers, just like the first half.
I believe that's Hannah's second foul, so Chargers pretty much for the most part avoiding any type of foul trouble here.
So McLain will set shot back up and try to get another good look for maybe 2 of their stars, Brianna Wright, as she'll take a 3 here just off the mark.
Good rebound.
Yeah, great rebound by Avery. As we said, she's the team's leading rebounder, and she does that very well.
And she sets up the fast break there with a good outlet pass.
That was a good idea there from Hannah, but it was just a little miscommunication as Laney Gray didn't expect Hannah to throw it inside to her. So McLain will take it back and pass it to the middle and back out front, but stolen by Kenzie Moore, and we're going to have a fast break here.
Oh, get that pitch back 3.
Yeah, she is in the corner. I don't think she sees her, though. Good Euro, though.
Good move.
But that's just off the mark. And Brianna Wright's going to try to take this all the way, and she'll finish. That's a really good move by Brianna.
Yeah, it seems like we just got a little Euro versus Euro there. Hannah with a good Euro step, couldn't finish it, and then another good Euro step down there on the other end.
Yeah. Good move again.
Man, she just can't get anything to go down.
It's just so close. I mean, her last 3 jump shots have gone in, but usually she's so good at that in-between game, the little floaters and tough layups. She's so good at that. But they've just been a little off today, but she's drawn the foul, so, that's all that matters. She gets to the line. She's a great free throw shooter.
Yeah, and she, with that made free throw, she's now up to 16 points on the game. The team's leading scorer today. So even with her, maybe her floaters and tough layups not falling today, she's still finding a way to put points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about her struggling earlier, and she's still, at 16 points here, on to 17 points. So, she's really picked it up, and, she's a really good player in all facets of the game. So,
yeah, and it's just so good to see her back out on the court because she was out a few weeks ago, she had some health problems, and it's just really good to see her back out there and really playing a great game.
Yeah, you're right. And Brianna Wright's going to drive to the hole, miss it, but rebound will be taken by Tulsa McLain, and they'll head to the free throw line here. So they grabbed a lot of offensive rebounds in the first quarter, not much in the second, but hopefully that trend doesn't continue, and we can continue to keep them off the glass here.
Yeah, and one thing I'll give Tulsa McLain credit for is they're struggling a little bit, obviously, now down 24, but they're really playing hard, and that's all. As a coach, all you can ask from your players is that they give it their all, that they're playing hard every second of the game, and then they get another offensive rebound. That's the biggest reason why they've gotten so many offensive rebounds and points in the paint like that. Is just they're playing really hard, and that alone will get you some points.
Yeah, they crushed the board very hardly, so there's Macy Moore for three. That's a little bit off, and it's going to be stolen inside, and Brianna Wright will take it back up. So, yeah, we definitely got to box them out because they crashed the boards hard. Good defense here by Macy Moore, staying in front of her man. And Brianna Wright's been very aggressive to start this half, but she's not getting the foul there. And Kenzie's just going to lose it, and McLain will get a layup out of it. So a little bit of a run here by McLain.
Yeah, is that a little 6-0 run?
Here's a steal back by Brianna Wright, and she'll get fouled. Wow.
So McLain not giving up here,
No.
making a nice little run here. I think it's 6-0 now, pushing on 7 and 8, depending on these free throws.
We began to maybe hear the fat lady singing, but it's dying down a little bit now, and McLain's getting back into this game.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, for them, we were talking about elimination game for the Chargers, but obviously elimination game for the Titans too, and they don't want to go home either. They don't want their season to end, and they're obviously trying to make a little bit of run here, get back in this one, see if they can get this one down to the wire.
That free throw's not going to go down, and Avery Freeman will grab that rebound, of course. Who else?
Yeah, she's really been big on the boards today.
Pass inside to Hannah. She likes that shot, but it's just a little short.
You see her asking for a foul there. I thought maybe she got slapped on the wrist there, but
yeah, she's been a part of a few questionable calls, but she still played good, racking up 17 points.
Yeah.
A lot of ball reversal up top, and Brianna Wright's going to settle for a three, and that's going to be short, but another rebound by Tulsa McLain, and finally it's corralled by Hannah Stanley.
Good job by Hannah there.
Yeah, she's really good at drawing fouls every part of the game. It's not just drawing fouls on shots, but when you can draw fouls in the backcourt, it just gets you closer to the bonus, and that's a really key part of the game.
Yeah, and that was really good by her to get that tough rebound and then immediately start off the fast break, and that's Russell Westbrook always gets criticized for maybe stat padding his rebounds or whatever you want to call it, but nobody ever talks about how every time he gets a rebound, he's always creating a fast break like Hannah did there.
Yeah. We're making some Hannah Stanley Westbrook comparisons.
Maybe a little bit.
She does have a few parts of his game and her game for sure, I'll say, like the Euro step, and she's got a really good mid-range game like Russell.
Mm-hmm.
So Avery Freeman at the line here. She'll knock it down. She's been really good from the line so far today.
Now up to 14 points.
I don't know what her season high is, but I would guess she's approaching it.
She scored 14 in a game at the Newcastle tournament earlier this year. I would guess she scored more than that in her career, just because the caliber of her play. But
yeah. And I mean, McLain's just being relentless on the boards, and though this game's kind of out of reach, we've definitely got to shore up the rebounding because in future rounds, that's really going to bite us.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Hamlin's here going to sub Sophia Marr back in the game. Obviously, a little fed up with our defensive rebounding right now.
Yeah, Sophie is one of the team's better rebounders, so she should help with that case. And that's gonna be an air ball to the right. Just looks like that ball kind of slips from number 12. That's
not on our roster.
She's not on our roster. So.
Oh, no, Bridget Mason.
Oh, yes.
But
we had to write her in right before.
Yeah, but, I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
you know?
it does.
You see everybody at all levels, Russell Westbrook, air balls, free throws all the time, it seems like. So.
There's a baseline drive by Hannah. Man,
good take.
I mean, that looks like a foul to me again, but good take by Hannah, like you said. It's going to be all the way to the hole there for Brianna Wright. She's had a really strong start to the second half.
Yeah, she's been really good here. Olivia Clark was kind of their star in the first half, but she's really put together a better performance here in the second.
Oh, a nasty rim out there for Macy Moore. That was a really good shot. Just got unlucky there, and that's the shot the Chargers want for sure. So Brianna's going to swing it to the wing, and she'll get it back. They're just swinging around the perimeter here, looking for an opening. And here they get a post up.
Ooh,
and
maybe a little bit of a push off there,
like a push off.
No call.
And another rebound. Man, I mean, they're getting every rebound out here.
Yeah, I believe they're now on a 9-1 run here because we were at 40-14 and now 41-25. So good job by them to cut this one down to 16, giving yourself a chance at least here heading into the fourth.
Yeah, for sure. Here's Hannah.
Oh,
she's going to splash home a three.
That's a big shot to extend it back out to 19.
Yep, the flamethrower hits another one.
It looks like that's going to take us here into the fourth.
That's a huge shot to close out the quarter, and Chargers are going to hold a 44-25 lead, and that's going to take us to commercial.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat.
So we're back here for some fourth quarter action between the Heritage Hall Lady Chargers and the Tulsa McLain Lady Titans. It's a 44-25 game right now. Chargers definitely in command, but they want a strong quarter to close this game off.
Yeah, McLain started making a little bit of run there late in that third quarter, but a huge shot by Hannah to extend this one back out to 19. You could tell as McLain players ran back to the bench, they were a little deflated after that shot.
Yeah, that was a huge shot, and it definitely took the life out of Tulsa McLain, like you said. And one player from McLain that has been very strong this half, though, is Brianna Wright, and she'll head to the line once again. She's been very aggressive this half, and we really haven't had much of an answer for her. So we'll see if we can do better on her this quarter.
Yeah, she's now got 8 points on the day, so solid performance from her.
Both free throws are up and good for Brianna there. Kind of surprised that Tulsa McLain isn't pressing, but considering the score, but maybe they think they can get some stops in half court. The Macy three, and that's bottoms.
Good shot.
It's a great shot there by Macy, and that's just going to extend the lead again. I mean, these threes are just killers for Tulsa McLain.
Yeah, we knew they were going to start knocking them down sometime, and they're all falling here in the second half.
Not sure if that was tipped. Yeah, I think they're going to call it tipped there. That was a close call there. We could have used some NBA replay there on that one, but we're going to stay here with McLain. Here's Olivia Clark, who's had a pretty solid game. She's going to take another shot here and just rims out. So here's a fast break look for the Chargers. Kenzie Moore, we haven't called her name much today, but she's been definitely effective on for the Chargers on offense and defense.
Yes, she has. Yeah, and that's part of her game, you know. She doesn't always rack up the big numbers, but she does the things that don't get put in the box score, like, you know, getting loose balls, playing good help defense, things like that.
There's Macy again, another three. If you don't like that, you don't like Chargers basketball.
No, you don't. And she's now up to 4 threes on the day.
Here's a pass to the middle, and Brianna Wright's going to corral it up top. So McLain's going to have to work quick here if they're going to want to get a comeback. And that floater's off for Olivia Clark. And we'll go the other way. It's going to be Charger ball. So it's looking like they might get some of the deep bench in here later in the game.
Yeah, it's good to see. I believe we got four players over there haven't entered the game yet today, so that's good to see.
Yeah. And that shot's off for Kenzie Moore, but that was a good pull-up. That was a good decision by her. She was just off with the shot.
Yeah, and she likes that mid-range. That's kind of what her offensive game is, those short corner jumpers, and obviously didn't fall there, but that's her shot.
So McLain will feed the post here. Layup doesn't fall. Pass ahead to Stanley. We'll see what she does. She drew the contact, but there's no call. And I think she's been a little bit upset with the officiating all day, but she's hung her head high. She still has 20 points. So
yeah, she's been really good here in the second half.
Oh, that's a travel there. Yeah. Yeah, Olivia Clark knew it. She motioned travel right as she did it. So just a mistake there. And there've been a lot of Tulsa McLain mistakes that have really hurt them.
Yeah, it's just those turnovers have really been the difference today.
Kinsey's open in the corner. I don't think Hannah sees her. That's another travel. I mean, I won't even comment on that one. But just, you know, they're all over that call today.
Yeah, they really have been.
Olivia Clark inbounds it. She looks kind of frustrated there.
Yeah,
she's just throwing it one-handed.
That's just been the story of the day, really, for them. Yeah, they've really struggled to keep control of the ball.
Yeah, and then she's going to lose it there. That's probably going to bring out some frustration. See if Hannah can finish this one. That's definitely a foul. Oh my gosh. I vouched. Whoa. That's going to be a travel.
At least they're going to get it right back.
But, I mean, I vouched for Hannah all day that she's gotten fouled a few times down there, but that might have been the most blatant one.
But like you mentioned, you know, she's a good, strong player. She's going to keep playing through it.
And they're not going to guard Macy here. That's usually a mistake, but she's off on that one. And it also just speaks to how fearless of a player Hannah is. Even if she's not getting the calls, she's still driving in.
Oh, yeah. And definitely she hasn't been hitting those inside shots as much as we've seen today, but she's still getting in there, you know, putting those up, giving the team a chance.
Yeah, and that was a great take. She almost got it to go somehow. I'm not sure how Macy Moore got that shot off, but probable scoop shot almost went down, and Macy will head back to the line for 2 more shots.
Yeah, and now we got 3 players at 14 points or above. You know, Macy and Avery both at 14, and Hannah up at 20. So good to see those 3 players all excelling on the offensive end.
First one up and good for Macy, who's really efficient at the line, especially this year.
Yeah, she's a 83% free throw shooter, so not surprising to see her knock these down.
She'll rattle that one home and add to her great percentage. So that brings Macy up to 16 points, and she's had a really phenomenal game. This big 3 for the Chargers have played great.
Yes, they have.
Macy will get another opportunity here. Just missed that one to the left, and good hustle by Hannah, and they're going to roll it Charger ball. So great job by Hannah to force the loose ball to stay here, and Chargers get another opportunity.
Yeah, and I'd also like to hit on, you know, the 3 leading scores today have obviously all been really good on the offensive end, but
there's Macy again.
I'd also like to, you know, give it up to the role players like Lainey Gray and Sophia Marr. They've been really great today, and a big reason why this press has been so effective.
Yeah, and Macy, it's kind of a quiet, a quieter game for her, but she's still racking up the points, and we're going to see some Charger subs check in here. It looks like Sarah Norton and Sophia Salim will head to the scores table along with Lainey Gray. So A lot of host of Chargers checking in right here.
Looks like Ray Cooper's joining them over there as well.
Yes. So that's always great to see. Love to see we get the subs in. And great job by the starters there. The starters lived to see another day, as this was an elimination game, but they really stepped up.
They did, for sure. And, you know, it was a tight first quarter, only 7-point game at the end of the first 8, but they really got it together after that and extend this one out to, you see, 28-point lead now.
Sophia Salim is going to get that rebound but lose it. And back to Olivia Clark. She'll miss it and going to call a foul. Oh, it's against McLain, so good job by the Chargers there. And we'll see if one of these deeper bench players that just got in can get a shot up. Maybe a Sarah Norton shot.
Yeah, and I'm just getting word here that the team high this season in points is 58, so the Chargers sitting here at 55. Only need 3 more to break the team scoring record from this season.
Oh, great move there. That's just not going to fall. But that was a really athletic move by Sophia Marr, and great job to get back in transition as well.
Yeah, good job there by her. You know, if your shot's not going to go in, you know, good job by getting back on defense.
Yeah, for sure. Great closeout there by Laney. I think she partially blocked it.
Yeah.
And then great job by Rhea to force a jump ball there. So Chargers playing great defense here.
Yeah, and that was actually a little unlucky for Rhea. I think she didn't notice that the 3 got tipped, so she turned around to grab the rebound, and the ball was right in front of her, but then she did a good job of tying that one back up.
Yeah, that was a good job. I mean, we've seen her knock down a 3 this year, too, so let's see if she can get a shot up as well.
Ooh.
That was almost an and one finish with the left hand. So 2 good takes in a row by Sophia Moore there.
Yeah, good job. Chargers getting in the middle and letting them work there around the free throw line.
She'll head to the line. First one is just off to the right. Chargers will get back in defense. They're going to not send anyone into the box. No reason to go for an offensive rebound this point in the game on a free throw, I guess.
Yeah, don't want to get any cheap fouls or anything like that. Just get back on defense.
That one's off as well, so empty trip there for the Chargers, but it was a good attack and good luck for sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, even if your free throws don't go down, it's always good to get to the line.
oh, another rim out. Olivia Clark's been a part of some unfortunate rim outs this second half, and that shot's going to be off, and Laney Gray grabs another rebound. Sophia Salim's running, but she's going to seal it off for Laney, and Laney will take it all the way, so great job by Laney, and she's had a fantastic game on offense and defense.
Yeah, she's been really good today, and it's good to see her getting her own stats up a little bit there.
We call that the coast to coast.
It was a 3.
Yeah, Brianna Wright's taken a lot of those. Not many have fallen. But, oh, that's a great steal there.
Ooh,
but
good
then
job.
Laney rejects it. I mean, it's like every time we brag on her, she makes an even better play right after.
Seriously. Yeah, she's been all over the floor today.
And another questionable pass there by Olivia Clark, but it gets through. So McLain gets to 29 points for the game. And Sarah Norton in the corner. She's going to lose out of bounds, and McLain will take it back over. So I think we're both pretty set on our player of the game. Are we on the same page?
Yeah, I think we're both going to nominate Hannah Stanley for the player of the game today.
Yeah, I would agree that. I would agree with that for sure. Early on, it looked like maybe Avery Freeman or Laney Gray, and nothing to take away from them. They've had outstanding games, but Hannah really started to separate the game when she hit those 2 big threes and then 2 other threes after that. So great job by Hannah tonight.
She was great in the third quarter. And while we were looking at the player of the game, it looks like freshman Layla Nasser is now entering the game, and this is only her 3rd game of the season, so that's good to see her getting in the game.
Yeah, so every Charger's going to enter this game, which is a great side, except for Audrey Brigham, obviously, who is dealing with a concussion right now, and we hope to get her back next game. So Olivia Clark's going to slash on the free throw. And, like we said earlier, it's always great to get all the girls in the game.
Yeah, for sure. And you're just only 1 point away from tying their season high in points. So let's see if we can get up to there.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout for a substitution here. That'll be the curtain call on Olivia Clark's season. She had a nice game tonight. You know, she was very shot happy, but she kept McLain in the game for a while. Laney Gray's going to miss that floater there. Good hustle by Rhea, but McLain will retain the ball and set up for what will be one of their final possessions of the game.
Good defense from the Chargers here. You know, one thing people don't always think about on teams like this is, you know, even if these end-of-the-bench players, even if they don't get the same type of game action or, you know, get the appearances that other players might get, you know, these players are here every day working just as hard as, you know, the players, you know, the star players every single day, and they care just as much as them, you know, and they're just as big as part of the team, you know, as Hannah Stanley is. And you know, it's good to see them get rewarded getting on the court here because they obviously deserve it.
Yeah, they do it all in practice, and they help the team get prepared. And Ray is going to shoot one there, but it's going to wind up short. That was a good contest by Tulsa McLain. But like I said, we've seen Rhea hit that three this year, and I'd like to see her get an open one.
Yeah, we know she can hit it.
So here's a steal by the freshman. She's going to look for Sophia here. No,
dang.
She hits it off the glass. That was a close one, but
it's a good hustle there.
No cigar.
Love to see the players still playing hard, even with 40 seconds here to go in the game.
Yeah, the hustle is tremendous from every player on the Chargers, no matter if they played, you know, a minute or the whole game. So Laney Gray, that just defines her game right there. She falls on the floor. I mean,
a little bit of a loose ball there.
That was another miss. That looked like a kick ball, but I think the refs just want to get out of this one.
Yeah, with 12 seconds to go, not a whole lot of reason to call that one.
Yeah, no point to call it. So if McLain backs off, or excuse me, they'll have the ball, so expect the Chargers to back off here, and this should be the last possession of the game. So see if McLain might get one more shot up here. And it's like a jump ball here with 3.5 seconds left. So again, great defense by the Chargers. They don't want to give up any points.
Just great performance here by the Chargers overall today.
It was one they needed too.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, you know, almost for confidence a little bit after that heartbreaker last week. It's good to see them bounce back and, you know, roll somebody like they did and get that momentum back a little bit heading into tomorrow.
Yeah, so as the buzzer sounds, it was all Lady Chargers today. Final score 57-31. Heritage Hall takes it over Tulsa McLain. As we said, great performance all around from the whole team. The bench stepped up, the starters stepped up, particularly our player of the game, Hannah Stanley, really stepped up. So it was a big-time performance from everyone.
Yeah, and going through the leading scores from today, Hannah Stanley obviously leading the team with 20 points, then Macy Moore with 19, and Avery Freeman with 14. So good all-around scoring by the Chargers today.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a magnificent performance from everyone, and I think we're going to bring Hannah Stanley on here shortly for a little interview.
Since 2014, our fans have been the backbone of the club. Fans keep supporting us on the field, in the community, and are the driving force of our success. Our fans create an exciting atmosphere that drives charisma, excellence, and passion. Energy fans, we thank you and welcome you to year number 5.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
shot.
Yeah. You let it fly today, and you had a really good game, especially from the three-point arc. And I want to know also what it's like playing with such a good shooter in Macy Moore.
Oh, Macy's just awesome. I think Macy adds so much to our team because not only do we have someone to drive the ball, but we also have that kick out, and we also have a post player down low, and then everything's just coming together, and I think that Macy is a huge impact in our games. You know, when one person's not making it, there's always another person, you know, so that's probably our best thing with Macy.
Yeah, for sure. Macy's a great player, and you guys make a really good duo in the backcourt. And I just want to know, are you giving a little extra effort lately since every game could be your last as a Charger?
Yes, just every game knowing it could be our last game, but I think that's a driving force to push harder in these last couple of games and make it as far as we can into this tournament.
Well, you had a terrific game, and in an elimination game, it's really tough, to score like you did, but you played terrifically, and very proud of you guys, so good job on the win.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So that'll take us to commercial, so thank you guys.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
The world's finest automobiles, featured at Oklahoma City's finest dealership, Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City. During the grand opening event, lease a new 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 SUV for $459 a month. Mercedes-Benz luxury in a new location. It's the grandest of openings.
Hi, I'm Todd Bondy, operating partner at Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City, and I'd like to personally invite you to the grand opening of our brand new state-of-the-art facility in Edmond off the Broadway extension.
So we're back here. We just finished calling the great win for the Lady Chargers over the Tulsa McLain. Great game all around. We just talked to Hannah Stanley. She had a lot of cool stuff to say, about playing alongside Macy Moore and about how she built up her confidence to play on such a big stage. So what was your final takeaway from the Lady Chargers win?
Just really good bounce back win. It's really hard to come back from a loss like they had last week, and especially in the playoffs, because at times you can feel like if you lose that first game, you almost have no chance of getting back into it. But we know that's not true, and it's a great job by the Lady Chargers to bounce back, have a great team performance. Had a lot of players really step up, especially with the injury to Audrey Brigham, and just great team performance.
Yeah, it was a great performance all around, and I just want to know, what do you think the ceiling for this team is? Because really they can compete with anyone in the state of Oklahoma just based off how well they're able to shoot it from distance.
Yeah, for sure. Shooting can keep you in any type of game, and I feel like there have been times where they've hit their potential for short periods, maybe a quarter or, a half or so like that, but I don't feel like they've put it all together, at one point, maybe except for today. I thought they played really great today. They had it all going. They had the defense going, forcing turnovers, making threes. And like you mentioned, if you're making threes, that'll keep you in the game with anybody, no matter what's going on. If you're turning the ball over or not playing great defense, if you're making threes consistently, that can keep you in the game against anybody.
Yeah, and the press is kind of a new wrinkle from the Lady Charger team, but it worked really well today, and especially with Avery Freeman up top leading the press. She's able to get steal after steal, and when you put Laney Gray in the second row, she's able to wreak havoc back there. And then Kenzie Moore also had a lot of steals in the very back row. So, maybe this press is a new wrinkle, they could use versus other teams. I know Tulsa McLain kind of struggled ball handling, but they can for sure, I think they could for sure use this in other games to come.
Yeah, for sure. And, I don't know the exact number, but if I had to guess, McLain probably ended up with at least around 30 turnovers in that game. And, that's just, you got to give credit to the Chargers there. They obviously, like you said, they came out with the new defense, and they really executed it well. And sometimes it's hard to come out, first time playing a new defense, especially late into the season. But they did a great job, and obviously was the biggest reason why they were able to dominate that game.
Yeah, so did we conclude that the Chargers will take on the loser of the Plainview McGinnis one.
Yes, and that'll be back here tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, so, you know, all eyes will be on that for sure. You know, it'll be crazy if they're able to play McGinnis. Cause
Yeah, that would definitely be a really fun one. You know, McGinnis just a few minutes away from here, a lot of familiarity between the two schools. So that'd be definitely really cool for the girls on each side if that was able to get lined up.
Yeah, and then the guys, men's basketball also plays tonight versus Newcastle, and if they're able to win, they play the winner of the Plainview McGinnis game. So girls and guys could potentially be playing the same team if the guys can get it done. So.
Yeah, and I think they should probably be able to handle that one tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It should be a good game tonight for the, you know, the guys. They've had a great season. So
yeah, we have.
Try to, you know, keep it up.
Undefeated season. What are we at now? 40, 41, 42 wins in a row?
Yeah, around that. I mean, you start to lose track when it gets that high.
But yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow, tuning in for the Chargers, see if they can extend their season tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, just to recap a little bit, again, great performance by Hannah Stanley. She started off a little cold, but she was able to really pick it up from the three-point arc, and Macy Moore did what Macy Moore does. She hit threes left and right, and like we said in pregame, she played great defense as well, so
yeah, I'm
great
sure
all-around performance.
Yeah, I'm sure she ended up with around 3 or 4 steals at least. I'm sure we had a few players that ended up around the 5-6 mark in the steals column. So just great job by her and the rest of the team able to play that defense so effectively.
Yeah, it was. So I think that's going to about wrap it up here. Great game by the Chargers, and we'll see you tomorrow. Not sure if us two are calling it, but if we are, then we'll be right back here at, I think, the same time tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
So it should be at 1:30 tomorrow. First team to be determined, but you know, whoever it is, it should be a great game because the Lady Chargers have played some, you know, really exciting games this year, especially with how great they are on offense.
Yes, they have, and you know, hopefully it's that McGinnis game. But no matter who you're going up against, you're playing for your life at this point. So they'll be ready to come back out tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right for sure. So that's going to wrap it up here. Thank you for having us, and just to send it off, Chargers win, and we'll see you tomorrow.